Hi everyone, how are you? Hope you all are doing very well. I am also well, and today I come with a video about the term which is basically very famous in our fraternity, CMA CACS. So basically the term is exemption. So when you have scored more than 60% mark in any subjects, you are eligible for the exemption. If you have failed in that particular attempt and scored 60 plus mark in any of the subjects, then you are eligible for the exemption. So everyone aware about that, I think so. And but the many students are not aware about how to claim the exemption. Okay, basically how to apply for the exemption. I received the messages from 2-3 people recently, so that's why I came with that video about how to claim exemptions when we have a scored 60 plus mark in 1 2 3 subjects in a group and fail in one subjects maybe. So how to claim for the exemption? Basically one question is that. Second question is the term one, another is carry forward. So basically maybe many students not aware about that term, that is the carry forward. So basically carry forward and exemption is basically related to the term, related to the scenario same, that is the when you score 60 plus more mark in a subjects, you are eligible for the exemption or carry forward. Basically this depend on the scenario. Scenario one, that is for the exemption, is if you have a score 60 plus marks in any subjects, maximum of 3 subjects in a group, because if you are scored in 4 subjects, normally you will pass. So basically for maximum 3 subjects you have scored 60 plus marks and you have failed in one subject, or if you have scored 60 plus mark in one subject or fail any one of the subjects, but you have to fail any one of the subject, means you have scored less than 50% mark in any of the subject in that group, then you are eligible for the exemptions. Okay, so basically exemption, you are eligible for upcoming 3 examinations, upcoming 3 attempts, basically examination attempts. So how to claim? So basically you have to do nothing, you only apply for the examination for that group in upcoming 3 attempts, and sit only for the other subject in which you don't have exemption. In which you have exemption, you have not to sit in that examination. Don't appear for that examination in which you have exemption. Okay, so in upcoming examination, if you have 60 plus mark in law, suppose for example if you have 60% mark in law paper, okay, law subject, so apply for the scenario of group 1, apply for the group 1, that is intermediate of CMA examination. Apply for group 1, appear for the examination for subjects for financial accounting, costing and taxation. Don't appear for law examination. Institute, you will automatically accept your exemptions and give you the exemption in that examination, because they see in previous recent examination you have scored 60 plus mark in that particular subjects. So hope you have understood that how to claim the exemption. Now what is the carry forward? So basically for in exemption, when you have applied for the exemption, institute see that if you have scored 60 plus mark in the recent examination, that is previous 3 examination applicable, so basically they give you E in that scenario. When result come for exemption subjects, you receive no mark, that is only E, or they consider for the calculation of the result, institute consider 50 marks for that paper. Even you have scored 70 mark in previous attempts, for exemption subjects they consider only 50 mark. Okay, so that is the calculation for the exemption subjects. But in case of carry forward, if a student scored 70% mark in previous examination, then institute will give him 70 marks. So many of you are currently thinking about how why we have claim for exemption. We should go with the carry forward only, because we will get actual mark. Yeah, definitely everyone should go for carry forward, but there is some one eligibility criteria, that is you have to score 60 plus mark in any subjects, as well as you will not fail subject wise category. You only fail average aggregate wise category. For example, if you have appeared for the group 1, you have scored 70 marks in law paper, and you have scored 40 in 3 other subjects. You have passed subject wise in all the subjects, and your total score is 40 120 and 70, that is 190. Okay, but eligibility to pass the examination is 250%. So you have basically failed in that examination, but you have scored 70 marks in law subjects, and other 340 marks, which is the subject by passing number. So you are automatically eligible for carry forward, so that when you appeared in next attempt, you left to appear in the law paper, and automatically institute will give you 70 mark in that category, because institute will see that you have scored 70 marks and pass in all other subjects basically. So that is the scenario. So, and in exemption case, you have to score 70 mark, and you have failed any one of the examination, automatically they consider you exemption, and they give you 50 marks for that paper only. Okay, so that is the calculation of method. For application purpose, for claim purpose, you have to do nothing for exemption and carry forward. You have already do if you want to apply for the carry forward exemption, basically whichever applicable, you have to apply for that group, and you have not to sit in that particular examination paper examination in which you have to claim you have claimed the exemption. That is basically in case of our example law. So you have not to appear for the law examination. They will already consider you your previous marks or previous exemption, whichever applicable in your scenario. Okay, or basically this is applicable for 3 attempts, upcoming 3 attempts only. Okay, if you got a 60 plus mark in any subjects, then you will eligible only for exemption if you have sit in all 4 subjects or appear all 4 subjects in that examination. It means that if you have applied for examination for, if we are fill examination for group 1, okay, and in first examination you have your examination will go very well, but in second examination you did not well, so that you left to appear examination paper number 3 and 4. Okay, so after the result came, you got 60 plus mark in paper 1 number 1, 30 marks approx, because your paper is not good, maybe 40 marks, or maybe 60 marks in paper second even, but you have absent for 2 papers, that is paper number 3 and 4, because you are not that time you thought that maybe you will not able to qualify in paper number 2. So what is benefit to appear in paper number 3 or 4, or maybe any other reason, then you have 60 plus mark in subject 1, but even you are not eligible to take exemptions in upcoming attempts. So basically the rule says that if you want to take exemption benefit, you have to appear in all paper of the group. Okay, otherwise everyone sit for only 1 paper and take exemption, and in 4 attempts everyone will be passed in that examination. So this is not fair for the student appear for all the examination in one sitting. So basically if you want to take exemption, you have to appear in all 4 examination. Okay, you have to appear, not apply examination form only, you have to appear in 4 examination. So that is the scenario of the how to claim the exemption, how to claim the carry forward. Basically, the claim process is the same. You have to not appear for the upcoming 3 attempt in which paper you want to apply for the exemption carry forward. Okay, so hope you have enjoyed this video. So please press like button, subscribe my channel and share this video so that everyone should know about that process, because in our institute website maybe there is no particular clarity about claim process of the exemption. So hope you have enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. All the best.